Hi, I'm Elizabeth and welcome to my kitchen. Today we are working with the tempura shrimp, and so I'm going to make a couple of videos showing the different variations of rolls you can do with tempura shrimp. So it's essentially one main protein throughout the different rolls, and you're doing some slight variations, so it makes it for a quick and easy prep when I'm cooking for the family, and it's just really quick. So I can give a little variety to each roll so each person gets exactly what they want, but it's not a lot of prep work on my end because it's essentially the same ingredients. I'm just adding some here, taking a little back, but you know, that's what we're working with. So tempura shrimp is the main protein. And so for this particular roll, it's the one that I've seen most commonly called the Shaggydog roll. And that's what the most common name I've seen it called. And so it's essentially tempura shrimp on the inside with cucumber and avocado, and then over the top it's shredded crabs, imitation crab meat with the different sauces. And so I'm going to show you how to make that one, so it just adds a little bit more variety to your menu with not a lot of effort. So we're going to start with the nori sheet, and we're going to cut it a fourth of the sheet off so that we end up with just 3/4 to work with. We have our sushi rice, and if you need a video on the how-to for that, just look in the description below. And if you're looking to see the other tempura shrimp variation recipes, those will be available in the description as well to the other videos. So I'm just going to use my kitchen scissors to cut this sheet. I will save these pieces later to use in a soup. So my bamboo rolling mat is in the Ziploc bag, so it's easy for me to clean up and use, and it's quick. If you do not have one, you can always use one of those non-stick silicone mats that we usually line the bottom of our baking sheets with. Those roll really well. So I'm dipping my hands into the sushi vinegar, the rice vinegar, grabbing about a handful of rice, and place this on the sheet, and I'm going to spread this out with my fingers. So I'm putting the vinegar on my fingers to help move the rice around without it sticking completely to my hands. So when I'm cooking, I can make I'll cook 2 cups of sushi rice, so 2 cups of dry rice, fluffs out, and then I can usually make 5 to 6 rolls depending on how much rice I'm using. So 5 to 6 average large rolls. If you're doing half sheets, you can stretch that even further. So I'm going to grab the sesame seeds. Flip this over. There you go. And then I have my tempura shrimp that was baked in the oven. I'm taking the tails off just to make it easier when I'm serving to the children. Kids usually have a hard time with the end pieces if this is left on. And I'm cutting this part off so that they meet up nice in the middle. Okay. So with the cucumber, I peel it and I don't want the seeds. So I can use a spoon to scoop all the seeds out, or sometimes I just cut around it. Cut the seeds out. So I'm cutting this into thin strips. catch those before they fly off. Okay, next is the cucumber. So the cucumber, not the cucumber, the avocado. Avocado, I've put a little bit of lemon on it to help it stay green longer. Without that, it browns pretty quick. Even with lemon, it still seems to brown up. So generous amounts of avocado. This over. Fit it there. There we go. Now it's time to roll this up. I'm going to hold the fillings with my fingers. Thumbs are tucked behind the mat, and I'm going to use that to pull the mat forward. And once I've reached the point of it feels like all the ingredients are there, I'm going to pull back so it's tight, and then press down so to achieve a tight roll. If it's too loose, then the ingredients tend to fall out when you're slicing. Now I'm going to roll again until it's complete. So I'm pushing forward, and then I push down, and I press from the center out. And then roll again so that it's on the bottom crease, and do it again. And so that is closed up really nice, and it's pretty tight. This end's a little looser than that one. And press again, tighten it up. There we go. So with the bamboo cutting board, the rice tends to stick to it unless I run vinegar, the rice vinegar, over the board, or it's a little wet. But if I use water, then I have a hard time getting things to stick to the rice for the toppings, and so I just use the vinegar, and I make sure I just scrub my board well later. There we go. Put that to the side. Okay. So the next part is the shaggy dog. So we have the crab sticks. Move this over so you can see. That back in. So we're going to rock this. You can use the knife or you can use your fingers. We're just kind of shredding it out. And see how it's got these little lines in it? They pull apart easy, kind of like string cheese. We're just separating them. Pulling the strings apart. So you can rock it with a knife. I'm going to try slicing it in. Still get the strings. See? So different methods. Do what you're comfortable with. Essentially, we're still just trying to pull it apart. Okay, and then I'll just do a few chops. So that's the shag. So if you roll it out completely, it could cross over the whole thing, so that's another way. And then we can put this on top as well. It's, I've seen it done different ways, but you're trying to have this on top, usually. Some people slice it, put the roll flat, and stack it. So this is the third crab stick I'm shredding. Now I'm going to add the mayo to the spicy mayo to help it stick. And then judging how much it's going to be. Okay, so I have enough. We're going to slice this. Okay, we can get a plate. All right, in this bowl, I'm going to take the shag, add a tablespoon of the spicy mayo, and then I'm going to take the shag inside that, swirl that around, while you get sauce distributed evenly. And then we're going to put this on top of the roll. And if your particular palate enjoys a little more heat, then I recommend adding a little bit of this red pepper mix. So if you don't have that, you can always substitute with cayenne pepper. And this particular red pepper mix, I will have a link for it down below so you can have a good picture of it. And you can find it at the local market, or you can order it online. So I'm gonna add a little bit more sauce. And then we like to follow the heat with the sweet. So here we have the sweet sauce. Then we can do some sesame seeds just for color. And then over here I have the green onions to top it off. So I just go a little easy with the green onions, or scallions. And then for a little extra heat, this is a combination of cayenne pepper, Japanese red pepper, red roasted peppers, sesame seeds, and a little bit of ginger. So we'll sprinkle that. That looks really good. And there you have it, the Shaggydog. So thank you for watching. Please click the subscribe to see further videos, and check the links below for the other shrimp tempura variations.